Hi, good morning and welcome to my channel. My name's Natalie and this is Sew Stitch Sew Nat. You can find me on Instagram as Sew Stitch Sew. It is 19th of January 2024 and it is -4 degrees Celsius out there, so it's cold for us. I know a lot of places have got it much colder, and yeah, we're just not cut out for it. But I hope that you're managing to stay warm, snuggled up under the blanket with a nice stitch project, which is what I'd like to be doing. But I've chosen to come and chat with you. Got a lot to show today. I knew I had quite a bit, and then I sat down and thought, I haven't shown that in a regular floss tube. Yeah, so I've got 4 finishes, 1 fully finish, 6 starts and whips. So yeah, I think I might go for the full house today. I can't remember if that's all the things or not, because one's a SAF as well, so I don't know if that falls into another category. So my last regular floss tube was before Christmas, and I did a whip parade in between Christmas and New Year, which is also my Flosstiversary, which was 2 years. There is a giveaway in that video, which I'll leave open until my first February video. It's right at the end, and the keyword Santa. But don't use any other words like giveaway or anything like that, but go back to that video, which I think is number 33, but it's my whip parade. I've also done a finish parade as well. That was my last video. So yeah, I'm just back for a normal video today. I've had 2 lovely shout outs from Sally at Flossie Sews and Grows. Thank you very much. And it was nice to meet her at the Jingle Ball. Want to do a bit more virtual stuff. Not sure that I'll get to any physical meetups this year, but we'll see. I'm not ruling it out completely. And yeah, life is just rolling on. Right, if I look to my side, I've got a list of notes, so my scribbles. I think I mentioned in a previous video that I'd started like a planner. This is what this looks like. I have stitched every day so far, and my new starts are in red. Yeah, I started 3 things on New Year's Day. Yeah. I enjoyed every one of them, and then something got into me last Monday and I just wanted to start new things, and I did put an Instagram poll up, so should I start more things? I think came back like 91% said yes, so I'm yet to share what I've started on there, so you'll see them today. And then I think I've got a couple more new starts planned as well. So that whip goal of 24, I did get down to 24 by the end of the year. New Year's Day, 25, that's where I wanted to be. And then I'm heading towards 30. It's been higher, I'm fine. I've got a couple of projects that are close to finish as well. But yeah, just wanted to start some new things. Don't know why I wanted to touch all the whips, but wanted to start with new things more. So yeah, that's those bits. Shall I show you my SAF? It's not a full, so start and finish. I've not fully finished it yet. But I've got a couple of ideas. So this is the blue crowned pigeon, by Girl with the Gabble Stitches. This was a Stitch in London freebie, but it's now available on her Etsy store, and it's really reasonably priced. What I will say is the darker blue, or whichever colour you decide to use, you'll need more than one skein of it if you do it as the pattern describes with that colourway. And luckily I managed to find a second skein in my stash, so I could finish it. So this version of the pattern, on the bottom of the Stitch in London version there was some words, but on my version it's just the pattern that goes around the outside. That's another finish I'm going to show you in a minute. So I chose to do mine on a 32 count Stone Cloud even weave by Fabric Flair. That's what mine looks like. So oops. So yeah, they've just left it that bit plain. I think I want to put something in there, I'm not sure what yet. Yeah. I'm just hoping I've counted correctly. I've checked quite a few times. So I'm hoping when I cut these bits out to sew them together that it's all in the right place. And I realise I'm putting myself in the dark there, so I'll swap it around. But yeah, so the pattern only shows like a 1 or 2 square gap, but you need more than that just to stitch it together. So I spread them out a little bit more. Absolutely love this stitch, did it in hand. 2 colours, off you go. Oh no, it's predominantly one, the darker blue anyway, which is 3,750. Yep. So the plan is with that is to fill it with aughts, and I did that stitch as part of the Fun for 50 sale. I'll put it on screen, especially if I've got it wrong as well. Sorry Sally and Sarah. It's their 50th birthdays this year and they're starting 50 things, and they started that one on New Year's Day, and I think the pattern was released a couple of days later on Chloe's Etsy store. I went and grabbed that and started straight away. Luckily it was I could do it straight from stash, and there wasn't any issues there. But it was very much one of the planned starts anyway, because we knew it was coming out in January. So that is my staff. I'm looking around as to where am I going to put things, because I've got so much. So you just have to bear with me, there's a space underneath the stand there, because I film on a video camera. I will say I'm really sorry about the sound quality on the last one. I didn't do anything different to normal, so I'm not sure what happened. And then the video before last, yeah, my one before Christmas was slightly blurry for about a minute or so, so I'm not sure what happened. I'm actually sat in the same location that was recorded. The tree would have been just here. So I'm hoping I'm not going. I don't think I'll have any video issues. It's just hopefully the sound's okay. In terms of other finishes, so these were actually 2023 finishes. That was a 2024 finish. I've got the Quiet Please, and this was a freebie chart which I'll link below. I'll do it again. And I just chose my own colours, which was a Stitchy Ferret cotton, unnamed, and some extra DMC in there. I can't remember which one it was. It was in an earlier video, but yeah, I got that finished before the year end. Future Nat coming back here. This is a sewing pincushion, oops, by Heritage Textile, and this was a cheeky little start and finish before the year end that you would have seen in the finishes parade for 2023. So yeah, the plan is to make up all 4 designs at the same time. I've got the bookmark to do and I'm done. That should be the plan for this year. Don't think that's on my whip go, which is why I'm just frowning a second. Hi, I'm having one of those videos. So my phone just went off because that should not be named was named accidentally. So you might have just had an insert as well, but here is now my fully finished that was gifted for Christmas. This is Bulbasaur by Embroidery Kids for Art. It was on Etsy, it's no longer available, and it's 4 Pokemon singing out the lines of the song. Georgie from Crafty Rogue Gamer is also stitching this. We had a bit of banter backwards and forwards because I'd finished this and she'd finished Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe, which is sat languishing in my whip pile at the minute. So we didn't feel too bad that we both had whips that were languishing. You'll see my new start as well. I've moved on to the next one. And this was gifted to my son for Christmas, my eldest. He's a big Pokemon fan. Oh, what can I do with that? I don't want to bump the camera. Sorry I bumped you. Is that all the finishes? Yes. Yeah, and like I said, Bulbasaur was, you would have seen that in the year-end parade as well. So next, so I'll do whips that I've worked on after my whip parade and now, but a bit more work was done between the whip parade and the year end. So I think I've got some photos so I can put them in where they actually finished at the year end. So my first one is Strawberry Fields, and for some reason I've got some really long hanging threads that I've got caught. So this is on my whip go for this month, and I put to finish it, which now I feel was quite ambitious, but I've got another 11 months to do this, you know, no pressure. So yeah, since you last saw it, I think I brought that down and then started on the house, and then it was New Year's. So here it is, and then carried on doing the house, the leaf that's on top, the vase, and I've just started over here on a bird. In terms of what's left, sorry, I'm going to have to do this. Let me just put that down a second. So that's what it will look like. I'm doing this on a 32 count flax by Zweigart linen. So yeah, it's just a lot of strawberries, and it's quite spaced out at the minute, the next lot. And I've got a little bit of fence to do over here as well. This is my first in the Magical Mystery Tour. I know Sally from, oh, what's your channel called? Stitchy Sally? If it's not, I'll put it here. My memory's terrible today. She's about to start that one, I think, and that'll be her last one that she does. I'm not sure which one I'm going to pick up next. Possibly Blackbird. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm doing with them after I've finished yet. It could be a present for the mother-in-law, or it could be a present for my dad. It's a bit more mother-in-law, I think, than my dad. I've got another idea for him for Christmas this year. Next one was a twisted band sampler. So it'll look like this when it's done. And this is from Northern Needlework Expressions. I think you can buy it on Etsy or as a printed copy. And I was on band 4. I'll show you the black and white one. So I was on band 4, which is a speciality stitch there. I'm now on band 5, and I'm trying to remember if I've picked this up since the year end, so I'll put a photo of it here of what it looked like at the year end. and then here's what it looks like now. Sorry, it's a bit floppy because I loosened it off. It's on a 36 count linen. I think it's a white Vice Weigert. So you may remember I had to rip out some of this because I'd missed a section. So that's back in there now, and I've started on the cross stitches here. What I will say is the cross stitches themselves will go into Pattern Keeper, not the speciality stitches, so you can get a rough guide of where you are on it. I haven't got the note to hand as to where I am, but I've not come up to this top corner yet, so I've not got the full length that way yet. And when I get it out, I love it. I love stitching on it. It just, for some reason, it's not calling to me quite as strong as other things like New Starts. So I've got no plans to get that finished this year. Just keep working on it. Sorry. It is on my whip go for 5 days, I think. That number hasn't been called yet. The other one I worked on before the year end is Let's Do What We Love by Jeanette Douglas Designs. I think I got this before she became very hard to get hold of basically in the UK. And I'm doing this on a 40 count cream. Yeah, Newcastle linen. And this is where I'm up to. So I've basically done this little bit over here. Sorry for all the hanging threads. This little bit over here. I need good daylight or my lamp to be able to stitch this. And yeah, back at work, so daytime light's limited now again. That's also all of my whips that I carried into this year on my whip go. I haven't got nothing in block 13, that's just a free space. So in theory all of my whips should get some love, which is the same as last year. All of them got some love, some more than others because some got finished, but yeah, the plan is to pick everything up. Next one I was using, so this, we're now into, I haven't touched it since my whip parade to the year end, and then I've picked it up in January. So this is all my January stitching. So this is Caterpillar Cross Stitch Shine Bright. This was one of the monthly subscription kits. I think it's now available on their website. So that is where I'm up to. So I basically had barely anything done in my last one. I'll pop a photo of the whip parade up actually. Yeah, barely anything done, and now I've done a lot of outlining. So my plan is to carry on doing a bit more outlining, fill in some more bits down here, and then just leave it as like a fill-in project. So not sure if I'll take it on camp again or not, but it's potentially a swim project as well. I'm using something else for that at the minute. Also, the plan is to join a Zoom call on tomorrow, if I can, with some of the girls that I met at Jingle Ball. Sorry, like I say, brain's gone today. And this is just on a 14 count Ada, but it's just you don't need to look at the pattern, you can just keep on going. I was using a hoop. I'm now stitching in hand. I sometimes will do that if it's a smaller piece of Ada, or it's a mill hill. Quite happy to stitch in hand sometimes, but it depends on the fabric, the needle, yeah. There's a few things that come into us whether I feel comfortable to do it. If there's too much fabric, I can't. I haven't managed that skill yet. Next is the sampler book. You may remember from the Whip Parade I hadn't done the wording on the last letter, which was letter L. It's in here somewhere. And I still haven't done that. So this is an Erica Michaels one, and this is my working copy. So if you buy this, essentially you're getting the cover, and all the pages were a freebie. I think it's like 2006 was the original, and this is a reprint. And I've chosen, I think nearly all my linens I've replaced. They're all 32 count, and then I've done my own DMC conversion. I've used the threads that they've used as a rough guide, but it just depends on how much I change the fabric. So this is my letter M for mosaic stitch. I haven't put any mosaic stitches in yet. They go in the tiny squares and the big racket. I've also got to do the 1/1 wording at the bottom still. But I'm hoping, yeah, to get some daylight time on this and get that stitched up, and finish the, like I say, the 1/1 wording for the lantern stitch. Is it lantern? Lathian stitch. Which was that one. Don't know. Sorry, I might have to cut that because I think I might have shown a little bit of the pattern. So my plan is still this year to do 1 letter a month. I then worked out that because I didn't do 2, now I missed 2 letters last year, I've now got a letter a month, and then the cover as one of my whip goes. This could be interesting. I'm not sure if I'm going to finish it this year or not, which was the plan. Definitely won't be fully finishing this year. I think that'll be a 2025 thing. Then next we have Netflix and Stitch. This is the one I'm using for swimming now. It was a cell, a mystery cell. I am using most of the charts that came with it. That's just a rough idea. And I'm going to design a couple to put in as well. I'm currently doing Orange is the New Black down here. I've abandoned Emily in Paris at the minute. I will come back to it, but I just want to see, I think if I can see a bit more progress on it, I'm more likely to go, right, I want that done, and it'll be done. So yeah, that's what that looks like. Next I did a bit of work on my evening in the park, and I don't even remember which day that was, but so that's what it looks like when it's done. If you don't watch Jo at Belushi Stitches, go and watch her. She is literally just finished the lanterns. Yeah, so she's only got the trees. Is that right, Jo? You've only got the trees left to go. Wow. She has stitched this up mega fast. She started it in August and has just gone for it. Lots of tutorials, helpful videos. So yeah, go and watch her if you're interested in Chatelaine. I think Morti's on about doing like a Chatelaine Chronicle as well, for her Poison Garden. There are so many charts. And yeah, they're just phenomenal. and this is where I'm up to. Oops, sorry. So I think, I can't remember if I finished this bit before the year end, and then I've come across here basically. But I'm doing the top bit of this section, and then I've got the same on this side, and then I start moving out. Okay, I've got these squares to do, and then there's another band that goes around. And this is on a 32 count Country Vintage knocker by Zweigart. It's a massive piece, so you'll see me stitch other things off the offcuts. I've still got plenty. So yeah, so I put this in my Lowry stand with a light, but I tend to do it when there's no one here basically. It's just a relaxing stitch, so it doesn't get as much love as it should really. Right, next I'm on to my new starts. Yep, 6 new starts. Well, actually, one was a SAF, so 5 new starts that are still whips. Next one is my first mirror, which is Dressmaker's Daughter. I will pop a photo in because I've put the chart away so it stays nice. And this is where I'm up to. Yeah, that is the top. So basically coming down on that first spring section. And this is all the same colour, with apart from like this, I think there's odd beads in here which I haven't beaded yet. And this is just on an LB's frame. It doesn't quite fit, so I've folded it over slightly, but I've loosened it off at the minute. So yes, there's 4 dresses to go in. And this is for my first mirror sale with the runner stitcher. It's mainly all called for except for the sapphire crystals, Swarovski crystals, which I've purchased off eBay rather than get the Mill Hill ones because they're now discontinued. But from what I can tell from the pictures, they look the same. I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, I was going to work on that on Monday, but decided no, I want to start something new. That's the bag I'm keeping all the bits in. Big bag. That's a Made by Me bag. It's a bit floppy, one of my earlier ones. But it has got the hands-on design pattern on the front. And I can't remember what that one's called. Next I started, so I also started Blue Pigeon on the same day, which you've seen already. I started the Gilmore Isms by Forbidden Fibre Co, which is a mystery stitch along. So I'm just taking the hoop off. At the minute, I didn't have any scissors last time I picked this out. At the minute I was just doing the borders, but there's 3 parts been, well technically 4 if you include the border, but there's 3 parts been released so far. There are images on Instagram, but basically Kurt Cat, Magic Risotto, 1,000 Daisies. The only picture I've got is this one at the minute. So yeah, so I'm working on that box at the minute, and then I need to come down, and I'm doing it on a 32 count Murano light blue by Zweigart, and you'll see it's an offcut. I can't remember what I stitched down there, but anyway. Yeah, sorry, I didn't have any scissors, so I've left a couple of bits hanging there. Yeah, nice easy stitch as well. I might work on that. Yeah, I keep thinking I might work on that tonight, and then I was like, but I want to watch Gilmore Girls while I stitch on it. which is what Sarah from Sony Sarah is doing as well. She decided to start that in 2023, so not in her 50 starts, but she's stitched on it, which I think is fantastic. I think everyone's just inspiring me to stitch on things. I unknowingly picked that up before she announced she was doing it. I was like, I know what that pattern is. I found it. The next thing I started was the Charmander. This wasn't started on New Year's Day, this was started like a week later. This is slightly haul as well because I picked up a new Q-Snap 8x8. I don't like it for this project, so I'm going to change this back to a hoop. I don't know if that's the right way up. But this is what it'll look like. The thing that's slightly worrying me at the minute is whether it's going to fit in the frame. It should do, if I've done all my measurements correctly. But it's quite a bit taller than Bulbasaur. It feels like it's taller than Bulbasaur. No, I think it's that way up. I think that's the R in the middle. And this has got, it's only got 3 colours in it. And it goes into Pattern Keeper. Like I say, this is Embroidery for Kids Art. It was on Etsy, it's not anymore. Then completely unplanned starts, other than the Blue Pigeon, which I've already finished. I mean, I planned to start them during the year, just not this early in the year, so I'm going to do a zip. So I had it all kitted up, ready to go, which was Silver Creek's Butter Believe It. I had to call it Popcorn one, but yeah, Butter Believe It. I'm doing mine on a 32 count Belfast Snow linen with the call for there's a Gast. There's quite a few wheats in it, which I've had this kitted up for a while. Our Gentle Arts. Yeah, Gentle Arts. So right, one's a shaker. Why am I struggling so much? What's the difference between those two? One's simply shaker, and the other's just a Gentle Art. But pumpkin pie. My Blue Jay's not very variegated. And then wheat squash, and the rest is DMC, which I've just got the call for. And this is where I am up to. So, like I say, I started this on Monday, picked it up a couple of times, and that's where I'm up to. I'd already done the outliney bit, I was going to start it and then didn't last year. Yeah, that's where I'm up to with that. Contender for movie night, I think. We always have a movie night on a Friday. Oh, it's my eldest son's choice this week, so I don't know what we're going to be watching. And then I've been watching a lot of Liz Matthews, going through all the DMC, like the dimension kits, getting really excited about all the dimension kits. And I got a dimensions kit for Christmas, so this is slightly haul as well. And I got Cherry Blossom. And I don't know why I was craving colour, and obviously there's a lot of colour in there. So I could start it for my birthday. I'll just sort it out. I'll sort it out onto some thread drops and I didn't even get that far, to be honest. So yeah, so I've cut these off. I tend to use a loop start anyway, so I kept them long, but just they're off the dimensions cards, and just punch some holes in like a thread drop. I'm not 100% sold on this. I might move to actual proper thread drops, and then there's like an excess in there as well. Sorry, another bit. So these are the ones that just came in like a hank. Absolute gorgeous colours. So I've got those. I haven't put the symbols on because on the pattern they're red, blue, green and black, and I didn't want to confuse myself, so I thought if I make myself refer back to the numbers on the chart, that will make it easier. I've made myself a copy of the chart as well, colour copy. It's on one. I stuck it together, it's on one big sheet, and a copy of the symbols. I've also edged the border, so this comes with a, which one are we on? It's an Ada. I'm just trying to see what size it was. I think it's an 18. 16, sorry. No, it's 16. And that's basically how much border I've got in there. So my blanket stitches, I just made them all 3 squares apart. So then now moved me to work out where to position this. So that is my start, and that is just one colourway. They're in this pattern. They seem to be all full stitches and half stitches, and there's minimal back stitch. So I think there's some around the stones, maybe a couple of branches, but yeah, literally minimal. And this was designed by Sun Kim. It's available on Amazon. It's not an out of print one. But yeah, I can't remember if Ailarra's got that as a whip or not, or it's something similar to what she has got. But yeah, that was Ailarra inspired. You can tell I'm easily influenced anyway. I also have another dimensions kit, which is the Aurora Cabin, which I got last Christmas or birthday. It's still all kitted up. I couldn't I? Or maybe I should just get the Victorian charm out and finish that one first. I'll make some book progress on my other whips or my new starts. Right, so I'll do a little bit of plans, and then I'll do haul. So in terms of plans, so carry on with my whip go. So my other whip go was on Shine Bright. Technically I've completed that because I said work on it 5 days. I've done 5 days because I worked on it a little bit this morning and the rest of the week. So technically that's complete. And then my other whip go was to finish Strawberry Fields, which is a bit of a... So it's not calling to me and I don't want to force myself to do it. So we'll see how we get on. It might roll over, but I'm happy if I get some more work done on some of my other whips. I set myself the goal of doing 443 stitches on Charmander a month. I think I've done about 59, so yeah, I've got a bit of work to do on that one. Sampler book, the letters at the bottom of the speciality stitch. I'm trying to think what else I haven't completed. I think that's it. I think it's sort of in terms of the goals that I set myself on up for January. Just have a quick look at my Insta. I think I've done everything else. No, that's 2024. Yep, done 5 days on Shine Bright. Haven't finished Sorcery Fields yet. Yeah, so basically Charmander, Strawberry Fields and Sampler Book. And try not to start anything before my birthday maybe. It's beginning of February. In terms of that, I realise I'm 44 on the 4th of February 2024. Would it be nice to start 4 new things for my birthday? Maybe? So, I wanted to do Home of a Needleworker too. So, I think I just need to sort out the fabric for that. Apart from that, it's kitted. And that'll be with Emma X Stitching. I'm not sure if Jo's starting it or not, because I think she's on about doing no new starts in the last video. Then I want to do Introverted. I might just have to pause this a second. Sorry. So I want to do Introverted. Wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. I have kitted it up. And actually, this is an idea from the Running Stitcher as well. I'm actually going to put it on this red sweatshirt. When I say sweatshirt, it's not the jumper with the fully fleecy, it's just like a thicker t-shirt. But I absolutely love the colour. I just need to make sure that everything's going to show up. And I'm going to use this old, I think it's a silver canvas I've got. So yeah, that's my birthday start. And then not sure on the other two. I've got 2 I want to start in March as well. Crazy. I've got 1 for May that I want to start. Is there any chance of me getting back down to 24 widths by the end of 2024? Not so sure. Maybe I'll get 24 finishes in 24. That's a possibility. So the one I want to start in May, I'm not sure what the other ones are going to be for February, so I'll have to wait and see on that one. It's Manning May. And this was a free one. I can't remember if it was in the Facebook group or on her website. Which is called Arctic Blast. I need to figure out the fabric, but they're all the threads. And I got this in the sale they had on between Christmas and New Year. I also picked up some itty bitty scissors. So I picked up the threads for that and the threads for Introverted and the Q-snap. So that was some of my birthday money. Another bit of my birthday money went on the Lowry stand, which is over there at the minute. I got a Q-snap holder, which I realised doesn't quite fit the Chatelaine because Chatelaine's a bit too big. So I'm going to either rethink what frame I've got the Chatelaine on, maybe come down a bit while I'm still working in the centre, or keep going as I am due to its size. But it'll fit, it's fine for the other ones, it's just because it's like I think it's 17 by 17. It's either 17 by 17 or 20 by 20 because I did buy the extension. Alright, I think that was it in terms of plans. Potentially I might start a stocking this year for the mother-in-law, I'm not sure. That's a possibility. Yeah, I love seeing all the stockings. And I've already stitched 4 stockings, but something's making me want to stitch another stocking, which is fine. I think it's Liz Matthews again. She's stitching a stocking for her dad. I think that's what's driving me to it again. Right, in terms of haul, there is a fair bit. Some of it was advent calendar, some of it was Christmas presents, a little bit of it was me, like the threads for the dust two patterns. If you're not here for a haul, thank you. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram at so_stitch_so_nat. No, just so_stitch_so on Instagram. Yes. See, me and Sally were having this debate from Sally's Flossie Sews and Grows about channel names. Yeah, I wasn't very creative when I came up with mine, or the one that I wanted had already been taken, so hence the name. Right, haul then. Right, so I did the cotton and clay advent calendar. I'll quickly whiz through these. I can't remember what days they came on, but it is on my Instagram, along with the cottage garden threads from Poppy Patch here in the UK. I'll quickly show the threads for that as well. So we got I think it's a 16 count oatmeal Ada. This is what I got. So quite a big piece of that. There's also a, actually it's a 14 or 16. That pale blue Ada. So basically almost the same as, no, that is the same, it's definitely a 14. We've got some finishing fabric. Pattern by Cross Stitch Pattern, Mini Night Garden, Buena Weather. Sorry if I'm butchering that. Quarantine Creations, Christmas Talon. The Geometric Rainbow, which if you like, I know Yasmin from Yasmin's Made with Love stitched this up. Gorgeous. This might be a potential SAF for this year. Don't hold me to it though. We've got a hoop. I can't remember what size hoop it is. A 5-inch hoop. LBs. Needle minder. I'll go for the crinkle. I might just get it out actually. Floss chops. Some trim it beads, it's like little red seed beads. Scissor keep. I guess you can use that as a scissor keep or as a zipper pull. Cherry. Some needles, which are 24 count, so perfect for the Ada inside. Clay floss drop. Flosstube holder. And then this is the needle minder that Yasmin put on her fully finished. I also got a gingerbread one. So this was the 24 Days of Christmas. I got it was on offer on Etsy, but I will definitely have it again. Some wonder clips. So great when you don't want to use pins, especially if you're using vinyl, or there's quite a lot of weight to get through. Needle threader. Pair of scissors. The floss, I haven't checked, I think it's the floss to go with the rainbow stitch. I'm not sure it's also the to go with the Christmas talon one as well. And then the little extras you put inside at the end. Oops. Oh no, it's little finishing bits as well. Oh. So the little finishing bits with a little bit of green rip-rack. A little bee button. And a little ladybird button. And then she also dropped in a nice Christmas ornament, which isn't showing properly. So yeah, that was everything for that one. Just put these buttons away. I think I'm going to have fun tidying up because I've just literally abandoned everything everywhere. So then the other one that I had, besides the coffee one, which I'm not sure I recommend, but what I've left those in there. So we got, these are in order. I know there was I know the extra one, the floss straps is not shipped yet, and I absolutely love cottage garden threads. I do need to use them more. So Snapdragon, Forget Me Not, Library Walk, Foxtrot, I can't say that, Jacarania, Red Hot Poker, Blue Cypress. Showing up more mottled on camera than in real life. It is mottled. Compost, Water Wheel, which is reminding me of Navy Wavy. Navy Wavy by Classic Colourworks. Lancashire, Gulliver, which isn't that mottled. Willow, Swamp Gum, I've got two of the same one, but one's quite different to that's that Jacaranda one again. Don't know if it's shown on camera. That one's definitely got a deeper pink in it. Spruce, Pugly, Golden Gully, Duck Egg, Fleur de Lis, Print Temps, Charles, Hugs and Kisses, Butterbean, and Apricot, and then we got some thread drops from the Hare's Nest Stitchery as well. Very cute. I think that was the last day. If you like those, they're available from Poppy Patch here in the UK. I think they're based in Northamptonshire. They're actually not a million miles away from me. Closer than the in-laws. I've never actually been over there. I know they do like quilting and embroidery. I think they're on a farm as well. Maybe one of these days I'll get over there and have a look at the shop. I know it's only certain hours though. Oops. And they all came in packaged individually in this lovely box. So they will stay in there. I have got a drawer system which I'm using for my cottage garden threads. Yeah, not quite figured that out yet because I've got like 2 rows of them. I need something in the middle really. Was there anything else? Yes. So I'm probably going to jump around a bit so it's as I come to it. So Little Fox Stitching are back on Instagram. They've got a link to it's a not Etsy, but it's a online store where you can buy things, and I picked up Christmas Carousel. If I can, I'll put the details below. Picked up a couple of Dirty Dancing charts as well. I can't remember where they're from, but I will put them on screen. So here is the first one, which is like a little hoop design, and then here is the one in yellow. Did I buy a third? If I've bought a third, it's here, which might be the Kellerman's, like full coverage. Don't think I've bought, oh no, I have bought one other thing which I can't show you. I picked up some of Megan's Coffee Craft Creations fabric. So it's a 32 count even weave. She doesn't name her fabrics. Gorgeous, love it. I seem to be buying a lot of grey fabric, so something's telling me I need to stitch grey, although this is looking like it's got a slight purple tinge to it as well today. Like a purpley grey. She also sent a voucher for her Needleminder website, to which maybe the postman will turn up with that while I'm recording, I'm not sure. I might have gone a little bit not wild. Is 6 Needleminders too wild? I don't know. Yeah. Then my Classic Colourworks came in from Lakeside. So there's 2 lots of this because I think December was after I'd recorded. So Baking Tin, Chesapeake, Chocolate Mousse, Lighthouse, oops, Little Sprout, oops, mariner's compass, sweet potato, vanilla custard, which is like a creamy acru colour, Yield Gold, which I think I've got in another pattern somewhere, and Zac Black. So that's December's. I think that was filling in gaps. And then I've had a January one. Look at these lovely colours. Tropical Paradise, Tahini Paradise, Sea Oats, Marmalade, Fields of Green, Cottage Daisies, which could be a good sub for Week Squash actually. Slightly less variegated. It could be a contender because I'm not sure I've got enough of that. Priscilla's Peppermint, Summer Sky, Storm Lake Sunrise. So like I say, that was January's. I haven't checked, but I think I've got nearly the full set now. So I don't know if there's one more month or not. I can update you in the next video on that. I think this is Christmas presents, mainly, or maybe not. And my mother-in-law got me a crafting cross-stitch cards book. Not sure if that was a hint. She loves my cross stitch, so maybe she wants some more cards. One for April. Self-care cross stitch book. Stephanie Raw. I follow them on Etsy. There's quite a few, I think there's quite a few patterns I'd like to stitch in there. I haven't bookmarked them yet. Maybe I'm going to look through that. I've been sort of like, right, I've got these for Christmas, I'm going to show them on my Flosstube before I start putting them away. I got an embroidery kit. Just see if I can find. So that's what it's going to be. It's just an Instagram, Amazon purchase. But it was a gift. I don't do much embroidery, just the odd bits here and there. But it came with a nice hoop. It's already got the pattern on there. It's also got the stitching lines. I think it's basically stitch it all in hand, but I think the sewing machine will be coming out. And I've actually got, it came with royal broadering threads to stitch with, so it'll be interesting to see how they compare with the DMC because I've not used those before. But I know Lindsay from Blushing Pink Stitches, I think sells them on the website, I think, or you can message her, I think. I watch way too much Flosstube. Trying to remember what I've seen on where. And that just came in a little envelope thing. I think that's off this. It looks like a fused like stabiliser. I can't remember the patterns on both sides or one side, so it might just be to stabilise the embroidery. I picked this up before Christmas, but I didn't show you. So we have literally on the 1st December got the range local to me, and we sort of wandered around and I picked up that. was thinking I could stitch something and put it here potentially. But yeah, it's got a little hanger as well. I was in Flying Tiger, ended up getting a board, maybe to mount something on. See, the finishing ideas are coming slowly. While I was in there, they had, these on reduced. So just some like gold trim and some red trim. I also picked up, so these are a bit bigger than the like normal craft pegs, which I normally use to hang my cards actually, so they would definitely come in useful. Another Christmas present. So it's got my name on. Be bold, be brave, Natalie, you are. Be you. And it's like a little jewellery box inside. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it a jewellery box or change it into a stitching box. I haven't done my other stitching box yet, and I might be doing a crochet box. It's a present idea at the minute for my mother-in-law's birthday. So I also got this is a Christmas present, water dissolvable canvas. Jeanette Designs snowman. Needle tube. Friend's pen. Like multicoloured scissors. I think they were from the mother-in-law. And a little friend's pouch. So I think they're classed as makeup bags, but they're really good quality, and they're on Amazon. You can get lots of things that are printed on them, but it's got a flat bottom base, so just a little bit, but it's like makeup or toiletries bag, but you know what I'm thinking, project bag. So I just had quite a few of the bits stored in there. I think I've done everything. If not, you'll see it next time. Oh no. Yeah. I've got another pair of scissors. A bit smaller. Because you can never have enough scissors, can you? I did buy a couple of pairs. Oops, sorry. I did buy a couple of pairs and they just weren't that great. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend. But I tend to go for the BIRTC brand on Amazon. So that's what that was in there. I don't know how they compare with like the really good ones, but they're better than the really not so good ones. I don't know how to put that to it. While I was in no, this is also a Flying Tiger purchase. I did notice in our Dunelm store they have the DMC fabric now, along with, oh, I can't remember what thread it is. Now it's gone. I have got a thread band in there. It's not like it's like one of the cheaper brands, but I can't remember which brand it is. And also, as part of my blue Pigeon cushion, I am now collecting my orts. And I've just got this in a Grassmere gingerbread tin. It's got a It's quite big. I don't think the pincushions, well, it's going to be a bit different shape to that, but if you're ever in the Lake District and near Grasmere, I highly recommend the Grasmere gingerbread, especially if you like ginger. It's really nice. Yeah, it's a favourite when we go up there. And if we don't manage to make it, they can deliver it to you. I think that's all for now, folks. Stay well. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. And bye for now. Thank you.